Hi everyone and welcome to client-side debugging. So basically you debug many times when your script does not work as expected. You can debug them using the following strategies. So you can use script ServiceNow built-in messages. You can use JavaScript log and JS log functions. You can see the response time indicator. When it comes to the pure JavaScript debugging tools, we have an alert, also the console log, and try and catch. When it comes to the browser tools, we have, for example, JavaScript console or web console, and any other third-party tools. Additionally, the quite convenient way to debug your client-side script are add info message and add error message. We have used add info message in the previous videos. You can also write any debug information you want since messages are not restricted to field values. But when it comes to the cons, so the statement must be removed while moving to any other instances. And also at the very end of the debugging, you need to remove this message as well. And what is also connected with that, other users using the platform can see the messages. That's why you need to remove them at the very end. You can also use a good old known try and catch. So this is just a debugging strategy used to trap runtime errors. So we will handle it in a next video, but you need to know this is also a convenient way to catch your errors. Saying that, let's go to the ServiceNow instance and let's explore debugging strategies a little bit more. Hi, and let's explore a client-side debugging a little bit more. So I have created just a basic client script working on an incident table and which triggers their code on change of the category. So I have just declared a variable of the incident state and I get a value from it. And now I will show you a couple of possibilities how you can display your debugging messages in order to check if your code works properly or if it returns the correct values. So the first one, the most obvious, is a console log. So it should simply display a console log in our web browser. So this error indicating this unexpected console statement, which is pretty good because at the end of our work, it indicates us that we need to remove it, of course. Okay, so let's save it and let's see how it works. And let's open our web console. This could be done by clicking F12 or just by right clicking and inspect. Okay, here we are in our console. By this button you can clear the console, so let's do it. And let's trigger our code. So change to category, for example. Okay, and now we have our console log message. So Charles, the value of incident state is 1. Is 1 because it is in state new, which has value of 1. Right. The next one is an alert. So we have used it before. Let's just quickly demonstrate it to you. You probably know it. We can for now close the console and let's reload the form and change the category. And yeah, we have our alert saying exactly the same information. So also alerts are extremely useful for debugging. Let's comment it out. The next one is gform add error message. So previously we have used the other function, but very similar, and it was called add info message. The only difference is that this message will be displayed as a red, so indicating this could be potentially an error. So let's just save it and reload our incident form and trigger our code. And yeah, we have our error message at the top of the form. And the final one is try and catch. So what it does, let me align the code. So what it really does, it will first try to accomplish what is inside this first curly braces. So in that case, it will try to run this function, display incident. As you may notice, it is not defined anywhere in this client script. And if it is not defined, we will try to catch an error coming from this incident. So actually, let me just change it to not incident state, but an error. So it will display the error itself, saying probably that the incident, that the display incident function is not defined. And what is also important, try and catch does not stop the execution of the code, but what it does, it is just catching an error and displaying to the user. So let me just reload the form and trigger our code. And yeah, we have our message, Charles, the value of, okay, this is not relevant, but what is important here is we have reference error, display incident is not defined. So our function is not defined as we expected. But as you can see, the overall form is still working fine, and we accept this error that we purposely shown. It's all fine. And it was it when it comes to this quick demo of client-side debugging. Now let's see us in next topic, which is UI policies. See you there.